Welcome to Street Talk. I'm your host, Loretta Rose. Today we are on location at the Columbus Convention and Trade Center. It is the 17th annual Blue and Gold Ball, and this is part of South Girard Alumni Association. So today we're going to take you inside if you've never seen it or knew what it's all about. They're going to give out 3 scholarships today. And we're going to take you inside so you can see. Stay tuned. It's Street Talk with Loretta Rose. You're watching it here on cable TV. So as you can see, guests are arriving. They're going to have entertainment. They're going to have a wonderful dinner. And it's going to be a great night of celebration, 17 years of having this awesome annual event. Also tonight, we're going to talk to some of those that is a part of South Girard alumni to let you know the history behind this event. I found out, and he's going to share it with you as well, Mr. Stevens, but I found out that this group here is a vital part of the Garrett and Harrison Stadium's name. So we're going to find out a little bit more. You're going to get some history tonight. This is Street Talk with Loretta Rose, and you're watching it here on cable TV. And now we're talking to Miss Pearl Smith, who is a part of South Girard Alumni Association. So thank you for your time, because I heard you are a part of the beginning of this Blue and Gold Ball that you all have every year. So let the community, let them know, how did this start?
The Blue and Gold started in 1996. We started meeting, and we needed to give a scholarship to 3 students. So this is what the Blue and Gold Ball is about. So we make the money and we give 3 students $500 every year.
Oh, wow.
So the Blue and Gold Ball was always at the Omega's house.
Yes.
And then we came here to the Trade Center for the last 12 years. So this is where we've been. Wow. So we've done 17 years with the Blue and Gold Fellowship.
I love it.
So we thank everybody that's in the class and all the participants that comes and be with us.
Wow.
And I thank you for asking me.
Absolutely. And this is a huge give back.
Yes, we do.
And the youth, the recipients, those that will be receiving these awards, that's a lot. That's a blessing.
It is a blessing, and it's a blessing to us to even have it to give.
Awesome.
And this is why we have a Blue and Gold Ball, in order to make the money that we can share with these scholarship funds. And this is a Leo T. Harrison scholarship fund.
Okay.
And this is something that he and his wife decided to do for us, along with us.
Praise
so this is what it's all about.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Miss Smith. God bless you. This is what's happening here. 17th annual Blue and Gold Ball, and they're coming in with representing with their blue and gold also. Stay tuned. And now we're talking to Mr. James Seller. He is a mentor in the community and have an awesome organization that pours back into the youth also. So, Mr. Sellers,
Yes.
you are part of the South Girard Alumni Association as well?
Yes, I am.
And tell the community, those that have never been to a Blue and Gold Ball, what is that all about? What can they expect when they come?
Well, the Blue and Gold Ball is really a fellowship for classmates as well as schoolmates.
Okay.
And it's a time that you can come and enjoy your old classmate.
I love it.
We enjoy it because it's something that we will always remember South Girard. There's no more South Girard High School, but South Girard will always live in our life
Yes.
because we were a part of it.
Exactly.
It's where we came from. And anybody that don't want to be a part of South Girard, something wrong with them
Wow. Yes.
because they don't know where they came from.
Yeah.
When you know where you came from, you ought to want to go back and see it.
Yeah, when you know the history, and that's what I love about you all. Every time I come out and be a part of what you all are doing, I learn something new every time. Just like, and Mr. Seller will expound on it a little bit more. A lot of people don't know that you all were very instrumental in the name of the stadium, the Garrett Harrison Stadium.
Yes, our coach, Mr. Leo T. Harrison, was a great mentor in our community. He was the first football coach at South Girard, and he always carried us out of town for the first game. We always went to Tallahassee, Florida to play Lincoln High for our first game. That was our gift for working hard during the summer. And most of us had never been out of the state. And by going to Florida, it was something exciting. You know, being able to see the capital, because Tallahassee is the capital of Florida, and see Florida A&M, Florida State, and it was just ideal every year
Yes.
going to Florida.
Absolutely.
Mr. Harrison deserved his name on that stadium because you had black as well as white played in that stadium. So we feel that the name should have been that way in the first place. So we went and pushed it, so we got his name on the stadium.
Awesome. Wow. And see, I'm sure a lot of people in the community never knew that. And this is what's happening when you come out to these events with South Girard. And also, there's a history book being put together, compiled, about the history of South Girard School. And now you can see some of all the greatness that has came out of South Girard. And we're just so very proud. And as I said before, he's representing his blue and gold.
Yes.
Because
yes.
now South Girard is red and black.
Yes. Well, we dropped the ball because we should have pushed that. Because we should have kept that color, blue and gold. Because red and black is not South Girard.
Okay.
South Girard was blue and gold. But we don't let that go,
Yeah.
you know. But going back to what you said about South Girard, we've had all kind of students went to
Yes.
South Girard. We have doctors and lawyers. You can't cut South Girard short.
Exactly.
We didn't even have a cafeteria. We didn't even have a gymnasium. But we worked hard to accomplish the things in life we wanted to.
Wow.
So I thank God for it. I thank God for my time at South Girard, my time of being there with the students, the teachers, that they had love at that time for each other. So I'm blessed.
And I thank God for you all, because you all paved the way for us. Because by the time I went, I was in the 8th grade in the 80s, and you all paved the way for us. So, and I have great memories of going to the schools here in Phoenix City, and South Girard will forever, ever be embedded in my heart and soul.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Well, we're going to get ready to take you inside because they're playing music and they're going to start having dinner soon, but we're going to talk to Mr. Stevens next.
All right.
You're watching Street Talk.
Well, thank you so much.
And now I am talking to Mr. George Stevens. This gentleman is a billboard for South Girard. Would you agree?
I agree 100%.
Yes, absolutely.
And when you see me, I'm going to usually have something blue and gold on.
Well, and this has been my go-to person, and I want to thank you again for sharing this event. I learn something new every time when I am in you legends' presence That's what I call you all, legends, because you're letting a dream live and a reality live. You keeping a legacy going.
And we want to thank you for coming too, because you helping us get Religion going.
Amen. I'm going to do my part,
That's
sir.
right. Hey.
Now, you taught me something when I had a conversation with you. Help people to know Garrett Harrison Stadium. You all were very instrumental in pushing to have that change. Who was Garrett?
Well, first of all, he was Martin Stadium. The Martin that donated our lot of park, they built the stadium and gave it to the city. And it was the city stadium that where we played football. And he was named for a white coach at Central. He was Garrett.
Okay.
And then when Leo T. Harrison, the one that name is on this ball that we're having, the Alumni Association came together after he had spent 46 years coaching basketball and football and making uniform for us too sometime.
Wow.
And we went to the school board and we wanted to name the stadium after him. So they just hyping it.
Beautiful.
Hyping and Garrett Harrison and everybody happy.
I love it.
You know, they didn't take nobody's name off.
Yeah.
They just added and put a hyphen there and everybody happy.
Absolutely.
But the main thing, we want people to know
Yes.
who Leo T. Harrison is.
Yes.
Because most folks don't know. They know who Garrett is, but they didn't know who
They
Harrison
didn't know
was.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying about how you're educating and informing the community, because a lot of time people they say names, they go to
Yeah,
places, but
right.
they don't understand the meaning or the history behind it. So tonight, y'all giving away 3 scholarships.
3 scholarships in his name.
Oh, okay.
Right,
And
Leo T. Harrison. Right, his wife donated the seed money to do the scholarship.
Okay.
She gave us $1,000 when we had the first ball, and after that we can keep it going every year. We first were 1, then 2, and now we're up to 3.
Awesome, and that is such a blessing to you young people.
Mm-hmm.
Now, before we let you go inside the ball, what would you like to say to those that are watching that have never been? Because I'm pretty sure you want to invite them. Some people may be watching and wondering, is it open to the public to come and buy a ticket and come here? Is it just for South Girard alumni?
No. Everything is for the supporters of South Girard Alumni Association. We are South Girard.
Okay.
Our job is to keep the legacy of South Girard alive.
Yes.
The school closed in 1970. We haven't had a graduating class in South Girard High School since 1970. And as long as somebody living,
Yeah.
there will be a South Girard High School,
So
because
this
he
is like
lives
a
in us.
reunion too.
Oh yes.
This is
yeah.
like a
Yeah,
class reunion.
It is a class reunion.
Okay, cool.
If you go in, you see classes on the table.
Oh.
Each class is on the table.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to check that out
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So those of you that are watching, yes, it is open to the public. So the
Yeah.
next time when you hear about it, buy a ticket, and as you can see, it is going to support young people
Right.
to further their education from our local community.
Exactly. And those just 3 of the things we do, but we do a lot of other stuff. We'll do that on the next time.
Absolutely.
Right.
Well, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
It is always a pleasure.
It
God
is,
bless
it is.
y'all.
All right.
This is what's happening here. We are at the South Girard 17th Annual Blue and Gold Ball. And now we're going to take you inside.
Yes.
You're watching it here on cable TV. And now we're talking to Karima Ali Bowens. She drove all the way from Atlanta to be here. And how many years you've been traveling?
10 years.
10
10 years consecutively.
Wow. You are a native of Phoenix City?
My family is from Phoenix City. My mom and South Girard.
Okay.
So there's a history that goes back, 65 years. So it's an honor just to be able to be in the presence of so many professional people that are successful,
Yeah.
that have just, we actually came on the backs of their success. And that's why we're here.
And now, I'm so glad you said that, because you now have a radio station.
Yeah, Atlanta Mix Radio, the woman's station. We call it the New Look and Feel of Radio, and we feature women from every parts of the world. And the good thing about us is that it allows us to have access,
Absolutely.
and to give other women access.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't make a difference what color they are.
Absolutely.
And so it's just a privilege to be able to come down here and be in a building like this where people of our color possibly built this place.
Absolutely.
And now we're
Right.
the forefront.
Absolutely.
You know, they need our money in order to survive.
Absolutely. Isn't it? God is so amazing. And I love the fact how you come back to support your mom and the community and the South Girard legacy.
It's a huge, beautiful legacy. It allows us to look at what they actually really faced. I know that they're about to write a book. And that book is going to talk about things that the normal population did not want to tell us about. Yeah. For instance, that they were state champions. Wow. Right? State champions in 1966. Right. That's something that they did not want to let out. Right. And there's so many men and women that's in this room that I just get the energy. I come down here to rejuvenate myself. I look forward to being in a room with such accomplished people, but they're so humble.
Absolutely.
And so it charges me.
And nobody can tell the story better than your story.
Absolutely.
I love it.
I love it too.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. It's been a pleasure meeting you. See, this is what's happening. It's a family affair. Not only is a class reunion for them, but it's a reunion for the community. I just met a sister that I've just been missing forever. Wow. Thank you, South Girard. Thank you all so much. Again, thank you for paving the way. You all paved the way for us, and we are so grateful. And we will continue to make you proud. It's Street Talk. I'm Loretta Rose. You're watching it here on Cable TV.
My name is Kendall Williams, and I'm a recipient of the South Girard Alumni Scholarship. I would like to say thank you to the alumni who were present and the alumni that weren't present, because without any of you guys, I would not have been here. You guys are trailblazers and you paved the way for my success, and I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping me continue my college education at Bates College. Thank you.
I am Nyana Alfred. I attend Alabama State University. I would like to thank the South Girard alumni for everything, for giving me this opportunity to pay off my books.
Hi, my name is Amaya Wilson. I attend the Alabama State University. I am a freshman, and I would like to say thank you to the South Girard Alumni Association for their donation to my education.
Thank you so much for tuning in to today's show, and we want to thank the South Girard Alumni Association for allowing us to come in, and that this is the high school alumni association. We had a great time. Congratulations to all the recipients that got scholarships, and the students were very, very appreciative of it. I have never heard of the Blue and Gold Ball until I was invited to come and share it with the community. So I want you to know that next year you are welcome as well. So as you can see, the funds that they have received for this ball, they're giving it back to young people in our community. It has been wonderful. It has been a night of elegance, and it's been a reunion for a lot of the classmates. But for us as a community, it has been a family affair. That's how I feel like. So thank you again, and we want to thank those that invited us to come in and to highlight this. And again, remember, be involved next year. The students really, really appreciate it. Until next time, remember this: life is about what you make it. What you put out, it will come back. Now, we're going to let them get in there because they're right to go and boogie. They said they're ready to get down on the dance floor. So until next time, you be blessed. You've been watching Street Talk here on Cable TV.